on today's lecture, we are going to continue work on our environment and texturing process, and maybe we will today we can cover how to export these models into the Unity or into the Sketchfab. And in the previous year's lecture, you can also watch how to export models into the Unity. Uh, exporting entire environment model and setting the light, setting all of the shaders what was created during the texturing process is the last task on this semester on the second attestation. And if you done it, you can get 4 points for this task. And also during the last task, when before you export your environment model into the Unity or into the Sketchfab, you can add extra details, finish everything, and on this last task, you can also improve your model, improve your texture, and everything. You can make your environment nicer and submit the ready environment into the Unity or into the Sketchfab and submit as a ready task. And in the previous year lecture, you can see how you can use Unity like real-time renderer, and you can learn how to import game assets into the Unity and work with these assets. You can create game assets not only in Maya, you can create it also in Blender or 3D Max, but in the Unity you can use all of these models in the FBX format and apply any shaders you want. And also inside of the shaders you can set up some color, roughness, normal, and other settings for these game environment models. I will send you the link to the previous year's lecture, and today I'm going to continue do this small environment, and I guess uh, we already made some textures for it, and we can maybe export this texture and start work with Unity on this lecture also. If you don't have opportunity to install Unity, you can use the Sketchfab as a real-time renderer and set your environment in the Sketchfab also. It's also possible for this task. Those who want to use Unity, you can also watch previous year's lecture tutorial. Okay, I don't have enough space, I guess, and my Substance Painter not work. Maybe I will can close. Okay, maybe we can try again. Open now, it's available. Yes, it's yes. The memory is less. Okay, let's continue anyway and see what we've done on the previous lecture. Yes, we learned how to draw on it, and maybe today we are going to continue do some texturing. Here we have some stylized stone and we can apply some texture of the stone on it. And it's also quite good. And maybe for the ground, we can also apply some another texture. When you want to change something in textures, you can also go to the settings and change, possibly can change some roughness. You can change some tiling. М? Мгм. Спасибо. Okay, maybe we can use these textures and we're ready to export every texture and let's try to export entire model into the our game environment. If you're familiar with Unreal Engine, you can also use Unreal Engine for the last task on this environment. You can use Unity, you can use Unreal, you can use Sketchfab. It depends on what you have and what you are able to work with. Okay, maybe we're ready with exporting some textures from Sketchfab and I'm going to use Pepper Specular Glossiness preset. I can change output directory into our folder and create a new texture folder and let's export. Everything is done and we can close Substance Painter. Okay, in Maya we can assign our materials first and also we can delete not necessary files and save this file as export ready. In export ready file, I'm going to clear everything. We can clear history, center pilots, freeze transformation if it necessary, and also apply some material on it. If you remember, we divided our scene before exporting it into the Sketchfab into the materials. And we can keep these materials and keep our UVs and just assign uh, ground as ground. It's better to start assigning material in Maya because it is familiar and you will understand which material goes to which objects. And you can also assign uh, necessary textures on already created materials. From folder uh, which we created in Substance Painter. I'm going to use this one. And in Lambert tree, we also, in the color, in just color. In Maya, you can assign only colors, and after that, in the Unity, you can assign everything according to shader. For example, we can use just diffuse maps and assign it on the objects. And now we get this colored environment. It also, if you have a lot of objects, you can also assign everything, every textures on the objects. And when it's done, we can group entire scene into one and call it environment. It's easier to group everything into one because when we export in Unity, it's easier to work with the original group and set everything. Okay, we're ready for the export. We can select our group and export selection. We can select FBX export. This is a universal format. And work with this FBX export. And now we're ready for the opening some Unity. If you want to download Unity, you can use official Unity site in the internet. You can type in the Google search like as Unity 3D. And first you should download some Unity Hub, and by using Unity Hub you can download any version of Unity. If you already have Unity, for example, from the previous subjects, you can keep the version that you have. The number of version, it doesn't matter for this case. And you can work in any kind of version that you have. First, you should download Unity Hub from the footer of this site. When you download and install Unity Hub, you can also create your account in Unity. You should sign in. Unity is free for use when you use personal license. You can download it for the Windows or for the Mac or Linux. Um, and here is some tutorial how you can install Unity. You should download Unity Hub. You should install it. You should install Unity Engine. And here is some suggestions for usage Unity. I already have some Unity Hub. For downloading Unity, you need to sign in into the with your account. You can create your account or use existed one. Here's some code. I need to open my email. From the you can use Sketchfab. If you want to use Unreal, you can go to the I forgot Epic Store, and here you can find some Unreal. But Unreal need uh, yes a lot of disk space, and that's why if you Unity, it's much easier. Боже мой, почему так долго? Здрасте. And now we have verification code that's already expired, I guess. Now we're ready to open our Unity. I have different versions on the Unity, but if you don't have any installed one, you should open installs and bless you. See some official release. You can see you can use um, the last one, Unity to 20 and 22 LTS version, and it's better to use this one. You can install it. You can install it without any Android or iOS available, just Unity without any extensions. When you've done, you will have projects. I have really much Unity editors here, and if you want, you can use one. Okay, when you're ready with and install Unity, you can create new project, select version. Here's a lot of templates of usage. We are going to use just 3D. Here's some built-in render pipeline. Here's some universal render pipeline, high definition render pipeline. Unity is used also for the real-time rendering. And if you want to create really masterpiece games, you can use high definition render pipeline or universal render pipeline. It differs because they have additional shaders and additional settings for the camera. But we are going to use just simple 3D render pipeline, and also you should switch off connect to the Unity cloud and place location when you collect every project from the Unity. And let's call it environment. And we're ready to create the project. First, when Unity first time open the project, it takes time. It takes even 5 minutes, and you should wait until it opens. And and downloaded any packages that Unity needed. Okay, let's wait until it's opened. Yeah, it really takes a long time when you create a project in Unity and first time open it. Okay, it's open and also continue packaging, installing some packages. Unity is almost consists of packages, and if you want to download some additional plugins, you can also go to the Unity Asset Store and download some packages. And in the Unity, we have also package manager when you can download even additional settings for the rendering and anything you want to work with the Unity. Okay, let's wait a couple seconds. And for the environment, we need to create some sky. I will show you where you can download the sky shaders for the Unity sky environments and use this to your scene. You can make some screenshot from the Unity and download it to the Teams project. If you use some Sketchfab, you can also submit the link to the Sketchfab. If you use Unity, you can make some screenshot from the game or the second screenshot from the entire Unity scene where we can see the project, the hierarchy and other settings. And also you can make some several screenshots from your environment. Why we use Unity? This is the way of real-time rendering And also on the second station, we mostly work with the game assets. And that's why the final task is also about the game engine. And it's possible to learn how to export and import some game assets into the game engines. But some of you can't be able to use Unity and download it, maybe for the um, several problems can be faced with this. That's why we still have opportunity to use some Sketchfab to the final settings of your environment. Okay, our scene is ready. And first, what you can see, we have some hierarchy. We have some scene. Scene is like a viewport in Maya. We have a game window. In the game window, you will see uh, what, what, what is rendered from the main camera. By the default, in the scene, we have main camera and we have directional light. And in the hierarchy, we can put anything we want to see in the scene. In the project, we can put everything what will possibly used in the scene. And we are going to put into the project, into the assets, uh, our textures and our game environment model. And also we have some inspector uh, window. In the inspector, like in the attribute editor, we will set the parameters, which is transform position, scale, and settings for the selected object. When you select something in the asset, in the project, the inspector will change and show you export settings. For example, let's put our model and textures into the Unity. If you put everything at the same time, sometimes Unity understand which texture and which model where I export my environment. I forgot where I put some export. Yes, in the project. In the object modeling, we have our FBX and we have our texture folder. And we can put them at the same time in the assets. Uh, and now we can see in the Unity, we have a folder with the textures and we can see our 3D model here. When we select our 3D model, when we in the project window, for example, here, you can see the settings for this model. And you can see preview of this model. Now its model already have some textures because we put inside of the Unity at the same time textures and at the same time FBX model. And that's why here we have connections between textures and 3D model. Sometimes textures not can be not assigned on this 3D model, and we should put it by ourselves in the scene later. Okay, the next what we can change in this inspector when we just import our environment. Here we can change the scale factor. Here we can change some tangents, um, but you can keep everything by the default. First, we should change our materials. By the default, in the Unity, our materials is packed into the model, and we should export these materials, extract these materials into the assets, and after that we can modify these materials in the Unity. We can hit the extract materials and put them maybe in the folder of materials. we can create folder and extract them into the materials. And now we have the same materials that we created in the Maya. We have ground, we have Lambert 3, we have standard surface. And on these materials, we already have assigned it diffuse color. And what next? We need to put our environment into the stand to continue work and assign some shaders and everything in the Unity. We just can drag and drop this FBX environment into the stand. And now you can see our stand is really small, and if you want, you can change the scale factor in the inspector, in the assets, and put maybe some 100 scale factor and hit apply. And now in the scene, our model becomes bigger. It helps you to create nice shadows if you increase the scale of your entire environment according to the Unity. And also, when we select the same environment when it in the scene, we have different settings in the inspector. We have only just transform because we have. Do you remember? We group everything into one group in Maya and name this FBX like environment. And now we can see that everything is grouped into this environment FBX group. If we not group these models, maybe every piece of this environment possibly can be in without any hierarchy. But it's better to group them together. Okay, when we select objects, we can see the materials on it. For example, when we select group, we can see only transform of this group. When we can select some meshes, we can see some mesh render and Lambert and materials. We can open these shaders, and also we can set up our maps according to the Substance Painter maps. For example, let's start to make some settings for the shaders in the Unity. There are different ways, there are different good shaders in the Unity. Some of this one is the standard shader, and if we select the standard shader, we can change it to the Autodesk Interactive. Autodesk Interactive is also interesting shader, which allows you to use some roughness on it and get some nice rendering settings for this shader. I'm going to use some Autodesk Interactive. And in the Lambert 3, I'm going to use every piece of shader that we have. We have different maps for the Lambert 3. This one is diffuse, glossiness, height, normal, and specular. And we can select our material and assign them according to the shader. I think we can switch to the standard material and specular setup because we have some glossiness and we have some specular settings. Or maybe we can switch better for the Autodesk Interactive. Okay, I'm going to use Autodesk Interactive finally, and let's assign our texture maps according to these settings. For example, glossiness to the roughness, height to the height map, normal to the normal. When you assign in normal map, you should fix this texture. There will be some button fix now, and you can press it. And now it's changed type for the textures. when we open this texture in the inspector, you can see the texture type was switched to the normal map, and that's why when you change the type of the textures from the default to the normal map, Unity understands that map is used for the normals. And manually I can change every my normal map to the normal map settings. And also we have some occlusion map, we have some detail maps, and also we have some emissions. If we have some emission maps, we can use them as a color. For example, when you use emissions in your texturing process, you can possibly switch on these emission settings in the Unity shader. And now you can see how better our material starts look like. With this glossiness, with the normal map, with the height map, and now it's much better and looks better instead of using just color. Okay, next I'm going to change some ground material with the same process. I can switch to the Autodesk Interactive and use glossiness as roughness and use normal and use some height map. But I think glossiness and also we have some specular map. Maybe we can use standard surface better and use some not metallic. Let's use some specular setup. And now we're able to put some specular map inside of these settings. And maybe glossiness we can use where we can use. In the smoothness, you can also change this glossiness. This one is better, I think. And also we can change all the specular setup and change the smoothness. And you should check which material is better for your occasion. Maybe Autodesk Interactive in this case is better. And you can also see which shader is work better and use them according to the final appeal. And the last one, we have our standard specular for this one. Change some smoothness. Don't forget about the normal map. If we have some height map, don't forget about this one too. If you don't have any maps, you can skip it. If you have different maps, you can also read about the shaders and use the shader that have maps according to your exported from the Substance Painter. Okay, now we're ready. Our environment shaders was set up. What next we can do in this Unity scene? We can also save the sample scene. We can change directional light. We can change the position and rotation of this directional light. This directional light is like a sun. We use game environment and we use our environment and that's why we need some atmosphere, we need some sun as a light source and also you can change and use this sun from the Unity. This one, this position I think is better with nice shadows. Okay, when we're ready with the sun, we can go to the skybox. Inside of Unity, we have some settings for the lighting. Inside window rendering lighting, we have environment setup. In the environment, we have default skybox. We can replace this default skybox with downloaded one, where we can download Unity skyboxes. We can go to the Unity Asset Store and find some skyboxes. Unity Asset Store is official store when you can find 3D models, skyboxes, settings for the Unity. This is a really powerful uh, platform for the when you use Unity. You can type in the search skyboxes and you will find some free and cost examples. You can use some free one. I will share with you this link where you can find some skyboxes. You can use some fantasy. I prefer to use all skyboxes. In the Unity Asset Store, you also need to be signed in with the same account for the Unity. I already have an account, and we can add these skyboxes into my assets. And after that, you can open it in the Unity. And now it's able, with the package manager, we can use my asset settings. And here we can find this asset, all skies free 10 skyboxes. When you find it in the package manager, you can import it. And Unity with the package manager downloads these skyboxes and we can import them into our scene, into our project.